I used this grounding bed sheet for 30 days and the results might surprise you. Hello and welcome back to Gears and Tech. About a month ago, I issued a 30-day challenge to all of you and I said, try earthing, otherwise known as grounding, for 30 days and see if you get any health benefits. Now, before I go too far into this video, I do want to point out that a lot of the claims that are made by the earthing/grounding community and experts seem like a lot of hogwash. It seems like a lot of magic, and it seems like something that you would need to wear a tinfoil hat for because it's kinda out there. But the fact remains that a number of people claim to have serious health benefits by implementing earthing into their everyday life. Now, earthing is as simple as go outside, especially in bare feet if you can, or using special earthing or grounding shoes or flip-flops that allow you to have a better connection directly with the earth. The exact science of it all, and I'm going to use air quotes so much in this video, the exact science of it all is, it's out there. It's so far out there. But I said this in my other video, I'm kind of like Fox Mulder from the X-Files. Like, I want to think that there's something there. But to help me differentiate from just wanting to believe and actually having something there, I've been using my Fitbit watch for like 5 years now. I've got a lot of data on that watch, and I was interested, how does the data compare from before using grounding sheets to after? And the results might surprise you. Gamsgo. Are you paying too much for Netflix, Spotify, Disney Plus, Crunchyroll, Duolingo, Canva, or Adobe? Gamsgo has you covered with premium shared subscriptions for a fraction of the price directly from the distributor. Yes, Gamsgo is the shared premium experience that you've been looking for that saves a ton of money. I personally use Gamsgo for my Netflix, my Spotify, my Disney Plus, and my Crunchyroll subscriptions, and I have saved tons of money by switching to Gamsgo. This is truly an amazing deal. You don't want to miss it. Click the link down below to grab your deal. So when I issued that 30-day challenge, I said, just go outside. It's a little cold for trying to ground yourself on a day like today. I wonder if there's a better way. But as you guys saw, I live up here in Canada, and up in Canada, it's winter half the time. It's freezing cold. We can't just go outside, especially in bare feet, because it's just not conducive to our lifestyle. So companies like Grounding Well have come up with a line of products to help implement grounding or earthing into your everyday lifestyle. Now, the easiest way to do that is with a grounded bed sheet. Now, this particular one is not a full sheet. It's a bed lay or strip, if you will, and it's just wide enough. If I show you, this is how wide it is, and it lies across your bed so that some part of your body will have contact with this sheet. And this sheet has little lines in it, and these lines are actually conductive wires that are soft to touch that all come back to this cable here, and then this cable itself plugs into the ground port in your electrical socket in your house. And all of those ground wires, actually, they go somewhere. They actually go through the wiring in your house, usually in North America, to the copper water pipe that comes out of the ground. So you have a very, very solid connection to the earth through those ground pipes in your house. Everybody does, if you're in North America. If you're not in North America, well, I can't say about the wiring in your country, but most first world countries have adopted the grounding wire. And so if you're in a first world country, absolutely. If you're not in a first world country, you'd be happy to know that the original test was done by actually pounding a metal nail into the ground outside, wrapping a wire around it, similar to this, and then attaching the wire to your toe. Yes, just hanging through your window to your toe while you slept. And the results that were observed were exactly the same as the kind of results that you would observe using something like this. This is more nice. You don't have to go and spend money for something like this, but if you want something convenient, you don't want a wire hanging out your window or a metal nail in the ground, then this is certainly a good solution to give you grounding or earthing on a long-term basis. Now, the benefit here is we sleep for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours a day. So if you can be earthed for half of the day, this is a huge health benefit for you. What kind of health benefits? Well, most of us suffer from actually really poor sleep quality. We've all been there. We've been lying in bed, tossing and turning, trying to get to sleep. When we finally fall asleep, we feel like we wake up not any better off than when we went to sleep. We don't feel nearly as rested as we did before, and we just never seem to catch up. Then that can lead to fatigue, mood swings, you can have a weakened immune system, and another common problem is chronic stress, which can manifest physically as inflammation or joint pain or digestive issues. And grounding has been shown to at least have a positive impact on many, if not all of those things. In fact, I don't have access to like high-grade medical scanning equipment, but they've actually scanned before and after subjects doing grounding, and the results are intriguing at the very least. Now, that's if it's real. Again, with some skepticism and with that tinfoil hat on, I embarked on the 30-day challenge. And the challenge was really simple. At the end of the day, I got into bed, made sure that I had bare skin contact on this sheet. Not usually a problem. I sleep with very few clothes on, and just sleep and observe how I felt the following day, but also check my watch and see if anything changed. Now, interestingly enough, some of the metrics didn't really move. And I'm going to be honest with you guys straight from the start. Like, I was watching my sleep tracking. I was watching my HRV while I was asleep. I was watching my resting heart rate. I was watching everything. And none of that really moved in a huge way, plus or minus. But what I did notice is I felt better. Now, Fitbit has a metric that they've tracked called the daily readiness score. Now, I'm using the Fitbit Versa 4, and a normal daily readiness for me, if we look back to October, before I was using the grounding sheets, I had a readiness score of 45. Check the next day, 68. That's high readiness. I keep going. 56. My readiness for the day was 56. Now, some of the metrics that they say that they use is your heart rate variability, your past week of sleep, and your resting heart rate. Now, they do a few more things than that, but that comes together to create a daily readiness score. And when I think back to October, I was definitely tired. I was definitely dragging my butt through the day. I was definitely leaning on coffee to help wake me up and get me ready for the day. Now let's fast forward to January when we started the 30-day challenge. And the first score that I had was a 51. Nothing really to see there, right? But then the next day, 73. And then a whopping 95 daily readiness. This was after having a few nights sleep using the grounding sheet. And it wasn't just a one-day fluke. The next day, 96 for a daily readiness score. Now keep in mind, this is the same watch on the same person, and the only thing I changed was introducing a grounding well sheet to my bed. 3 days in a row, 97 daily readiness. And the stats continued. Now, again, I'll point out, I did not see any change to anything else. My sleep score did improve slightly. My HRV didn't change. My resting heart rate didn't change. None of the other metrics changed, but for some reason, Fitbit felt like I was more ready for the day. But not only that, after I was a week in, I actually texted my wife and I'm like, do you feel any different? Like, I'm walking around at work at my regular day job and I'm like, I just feel like I could skip my coffee this morning and I'd be okay. I feel like I'm more rested. And that was when I actually checked my Fitbit to find out that my readiness score had improved, because I didn't really think anything of it. I didn't think that I would see a change that fast. Now, one other metric that did change was my body weight. Now, I've suffered from, I think I edged into obesity. I lost a lot of weight about a year and a half ago. I went from 210, 215 pounds down to about 185 pounds. And I've been locked in there for the last year and a half. I fluctuate a little bit, plus and minus, but the lowest that I had ever seen was 180 2 pounds. But I'm happy to report that according to my scale, I was 178 pounds, which I got down to within this last week. So I've actually been able to get my body to cut my weight into the 170s. I haven't seen that number in about 15 years. So is that because of the grounding sheet? I don't know, but I have to say, as this 30-day challenge winds down, there seems to be something there. Am I a believer? I'm still kind of a skeptic. I want to say I'm a skeptic. And I think more testing is needed to see longevity-wise. That's just, a few weeks of testing. Maybe that's not the end of it. Maybe it rebounds. I don't know. But what I can say is I've definitely noticed a change since I've been using this grounding sheet. Now, if this is something that you want to consider, I'll put a link down below where you can grab some of these. They do have full bed sheets as well that you can use so that you're not using this strip, because the strip does sometimes get tangled up. It stays in place pretty well, so that was definitely good. And this cord just stays plugged in, kind of tucked up out of the way. And it's so convenient to introduce this into your life that even if you're in a place where you can go outside, how many of us actually do go outside and actually do observe good grounding / earthing techniques? Probably very few of us. So this is something you can introduce easily and see if you get those benefits for yourself. I'd love to hear about your thoughts on this. How have you done on your 30-day challenge? And if you haven't started the 30-day challenge, go ahead and start giving it a try. Don't buy anything. Just go outside in your bare feet for a walk for 30 minutes a day. But if that might be a bit too much, products like this exist where you can just plug it in and you don't have to do anything except do what I did. Go to bed with skin contact on this and you're good to go. And I think you might experience the same things I did, but I'd love to hear your stories in the comments down below. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video and we'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. You can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech. Have a great day.